Hey guys, I never really talk on camera, but I am making a short video response to Dr. TopLift, and he was asking about recovery in terms of like how do you recover better or how do you deal with lack of recovery. He mentioned stretching, ice baths, massage guns, etc. Um, I think if you are doing the bodybuilding bro once a week thing and you're going all out, um, recovery is going to be a little slower sometimes, especially if you're pushing towards failure frequently. Um, that is kind of why it's good to have multiple days sometimes, I think, because you can kind of do the heavy light thing. I like to push to the bleeding edge of failure, to do the ego thing, to get a new max if it's there, etc. I've become a lot more lax in terms of like not doing crazy volumes on certain things, and then other body parts I find respond better to lesser RPEs or more volume with kind of moderate weight. So let's go real quick to massage guns. I think massage guns are really good, but you need to get one that is fairly powerful to where it actually gets pretty deep in your muscles. So I would at least spend $100 if you're going to get a massage gun that you want to make use of and feel like it's actually doing anything. But I think a massage gun's great. Sometimes I do that in addition to stretching, and I focus on key areas like hips and calves, or things that constantly get ridiculously tight. I'm 39, so I sometimes feel like my back or hips are just like leather or around my knees. Massage gun's a great way to get blood in there. Now to stretching, I've become a lot more into stretching recently, even more than I have in the past. Since 17, I've been doing full body stretches, being involved in martial arts for a while, and just trying to retain my mobility. And this last year or two, I really upped my stretching because I realized I was really flexible in certain planes of motion, kind of like the splits or something, and then other planes of motion I would be so tight, and that's what would cause a muscle imbalance. So like I feel like the back issues I've had in the last couple of years have been more so due to hip tightness, or like excessive hip tightness, or maybe internal rotation on my left side, which has made my back compensate. And I always thought it was some just like pure back issue. I don't think that's the case now. In terms of stretching, yeah, most people need to do extensive stretching. Lower body wise, I would focus on lengthening your hamstrings, stand up, raise the hips up, push the knees back like the elephant walk motion, stretch it, bend over at the waist with legs stiff, raise your butt like a stiff leg deadlift. Stretch your hips in all planes of motion, so not just like a pigeon stretch. Do it, other directions too, where you're putting, like kneeling down and have a leg out to the side, so you're getting your adductors, your inner thigh stretch. To focus on your calves and ankle mobility a lot, because that's going to affect, whether you have knee pain or not, or your squats being thrown off. What other recovery things? Ice I don't do as much as I have in the past, because everyone kind of fear mongers about ice, that you'll cause scar tissue if you do it right off the bat. I still do ice, but usually wait a couple days into having some major soreness. I'll take hot showers, and if my back is the point of focus, then I'll get I'll massage my back with my knuckles or something while I point hot water in my back. And then else in terms of recovery. I'm sure people will say it, but cardio is really important. I feel like just to keep conditioning and blood, flowing through whatever muscles. So if you're not doing any other leg stuff in terms of walking or jogging or biking during the week, but you have a really heavy squat session, that's going to kind of beat you up, and I feel like you got to keep moving.